What's up, guys? This is actually a cool one. Yeah, you ready? For that, what's up, guys? Welcome to our, I guess I'm going to call this our first podcast because we are four ghost hunters on the side of the road at a random place where I have a feeling this was actually the location that the Pangaman used to get. It was, eh?
Oh my God.
So we are four ghost hunters in the middle of nowhere talking absolute crap about really scary stuff. My name is Rivas.
I'm Yanni.
I'm Stefan.
And I'm Vanita.
And we are the Upside Down Paranormal. I'm not going to ask everybody how they were doing today because I feel like that's just a really weird way of opening a podcast because, quite frankly, I probably don't care. This is what I think was called Lover's Lane. He used to come here and then he would attack the people that were doing the nunu on the side of the road here. We're sitting in this location. We have just stopped here because we're en route to our actual investigation, which is at the Capitol Theatre in Pretoria. But today, so I have gone down this rabbit hole, right? I first want to know, what is your thoughts around cryptids and monsters? So what I'm talking about is if we had to take it like skinwalkers, Bigfoot, probably more South African would be the Tokoloshi, Pinky, those sort of things. What are your thoughts around monsters? I'll start with you, Yanni.
Just as I thought.
That was very valuable, thank you. And you, Vanita?
So mine is actually weird.
Thank you.
For years I was scared of Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Terrifyingly scared. I wouldn't look in the mirror in the dark, I'd never face my mirror to my bed, all that kind of things.
Just by the way, I still don't. I don't sleep in a room with a mirror.
Yeah, same.
Not because of that, but I just don't.
I don't know, I think I'm very skeptical of,
Monsters.
yeah.
You're still on the fence. Still on the fence about it. Wait, you're gonna see how.
Actually, I don't. I mean, you're asking me a question, but I've got.
Never thought of it.
I've got an opinion on this. No.
But wait till you hear where I'm going with this. And you, Stefan?
I'd like it if they exist, but I'm not a believer. I think like things like the Tokoloshi and stuff is just a different way to make sense of a spirit.
And UFOs? Aliens? Anybody got a...
Sure.
Yeah,
You believe in that?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Also? You?
I knew I didn't like the steam.
I saw it.
So, you've seen an alien?
I've seen not an alien. I've seen a you know
A
the
UFO?
old typical
flying saucer.
the cigar shape.
Yes.
I saw that.
Okay.
And there was an
brain,
and
you tend to.
there was actually in the newspapers in
Oh, wait. Okay. I've heard of that one.
But I have to just explain, my thing is, when it comes to aliens, the thing I do believe is that we can't be the only organisms
Yeah.
Okay.
to, that's where my limit
That
goes.
shows intelligence. Okay.
Okay.
Here is the weird part of it, right? So I actually do believe in a lot of monsters. I believe in Bigfoot. I believe in things like that. Here's the weirdest part of it all. So you actually have monster hunters, right? Basically doing the same as what we do.
Yeah.
They go out and find these monsters. Guess what type of equipment they use?
The same.
Exactly the same. They do EVPs, they use K2 meters, they do spirit box sessions, they use exactly the same equipment. So now, here is my next question. How can we say that we don't believe in that, but we can do exactly what we're doing? Doesn't that make us look like fucking lunatics? Like, seriously, so and these people, I'm not talking like when fucking Don wat daar op die plaas bly, he's now searching for monsters. I'm talking military personnel that go out and have reported seeing giants and have reported things coming from underneath their doors, opening their coming into their barracks, like sounds in like the forests and the wooded areas with these weird sort of stick structures. I don't know how much you know about Bigfoot, but they do like these structure things. like credible human beings reporting these. How can we do what we're doing and not believe in that? Now it brings me to my third question. How many times have we actually dealt with a monster and not actually with a ghost? How would we know?
Yeah,
we
We
wouldn't.
don't know.
But then I would also ask the question if maybe both are the same.
Wouldn't the monster be more visible?
Yeah, but what I mean is, because we're doing the same thing as monster hunters. Maybe we're all looking for the same thing, but we just don't know it.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that
And pastors, like actual Christian pastors coming on there that do this kind of research, and like military, like guys are like top of the ranks in the military. They've been in Iraq, they have fought wars all over, they are reporting on these monsters that are coming out. And I guess this is a whole other thing, but like if you start looking into Antarctica and stuff like that. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting when the guy was the specific guy I was watching. He was talking about like the Illuminati and like that sort of stuff, and alien races and these like superior races and giants and stuff like that. And he was specifically bringing up that they would use K2 meters, and they were getting spikes on the K2 meters, and they were doing EVPs because apparently some monsters can communicate via telepathy. So it was just super interesting, and I thought like I do believe in them. Whether I think they form part of the paranormal world, and whether I believe that our sort of devices would even realistically be able to work on these monsters, I don't know. But I just thought it was an interesting subject.
Yeah.
I
Would be cool.
definitely-
It would be cool to, you think you're gonna go catch a ghost and then you see some werewolf or something. That would be flipping cool.
I think that would be the end of the investigation, though.
Benita would be long gone.
He's seeing the Tokoloshi like scrambling up there.
Yeah,
or
that's one I
something.
would like to see if it did exist. That's one, because I know, like, our domestic worker growing up used to terrify me with the Tokoloshi.
Okay, so there are like, so Pinky is kind of maybe a bit of an urban legend where that was told so that girls don't go into the bathrooms alone. But like the Tokoloshi is something that's been come down from ages and ages. And you know what's even weirder? And I challenge anybody, our next podcast, I want to find out if you can find anything. Find a tale of, let's call it a monster from the Boers, from the Voortrekker.
Oh,
Find
okay.
anything.
Okay.
Every single civilization in history has some kind of a tale or a story of a monster or something that they were scared of, except for the Boers. I cannot find one. And don't tell me that they were not superstitious. They were superstitious. Can you imagine traveling on a fucking ox wagon thousands of kilometers and you do not have one story of something creepy? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I searched high and low and I asked people and I just couldn't find one story. Because if we can find those stories, doesn't that almost start to open up the investigation for us at the places that we've been doing lately? Because we've been doing these like old 150-year-old buildings. 150-year-old buildings that were built by the Afrikaners, that were the purpose for the Afrikaner race, and there's not one weird, creepy story behind anything. And if you look at the land that it was built on, I mean, that has even more history, dating even before there were white settlers. So how is this possible? So I challenge you, and you, find one.
Okay.
Before we round up this quick and short podcast, what was your thoughts on our last investigation? It was a long time ago, so you just got to think right back to where we were.
I must think.
It feels like 2 years ago almost.
Yeah, that's why I asked the pictures for you.
What was your thoughts on the Palace of Justice?
I think it was amazing, but I think we basically just touched the tip of the iceberg in that place.
Oh hell yes, yeah.
I think there's way more than we thought on the surface there.
I do believe that downstairs the holding cells hold something.
I think
Yeah.
there's way more than we got there.
And Vanita, what is your thoughts about what we're gonna do today? The palace. No, where are we going?
The
The Capitol Theatre.
Palace.
I don't know. So I'm hoping that we get like, to be honest, what I hope we get, okay, the evidence that I hope we get
Yeah.
is like in musical form, number one. So hearing music, you know, because it was a theater. Because I know they played like a lot of orchestra there. Then also like a ghostly ballerina, what we call.
That's
something I
like
would
super
love.
specific.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but it's just something that I would like to see that.
Stefan, give us the entire history of Pretoria from 1936. 1836 to present day.
So it all started with and then he caused load shedding. And
Do you think it has do you think the hauntings in the buildings around the church square have something to do with church square itself, or do you think it's the building?
definitely church square itself.
You think
Because
so?
because a lot of those buildings are connected underground with tunnels and stuff. And the people that worked in those buildings back in the day and walked there, they would have entered the other buildings as well and stuff like that. So that energy is all around there. So I think it's definitely the church, the square itself.
Okay.
There might be specific things in the buildings alone,
Yeah.
but I think the square itself. And I might be mistaken, I don't know, Yanni, you can say, but they probably did like executions and stuff on the church square.
So actually not, because it was the church in the church square.
There were the pillars of justices.
Yeah.
On the western side of it, there was an old jail with an open gallows.
But that's not confirmed. That's story.
The jail was confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah, there was not the pillars of justice. That was before the pillars of justice.
Sal weet jong.
So that there was a jail there. Then there was a jail on opposite the street as well. There were the Roadside. There was a jail there as well.
But in any case, like the square was used for all the political rallies and stuff for the Boers, and when they announced the war, everyone was gathered there. So there's a lot of energy on the square.
Yeah, true.
We are gonna go get to our investigation, and we hope we're gonna catch all this very detailed stuff that Benita has just brought up. Like, I don't even know how you even go about getting a ballerina on a stage, but yeah, we're gonna try this. So my name is Rivas.
My name is Yanni, the machine,
I'm Stefan.
And my name's Benita.
the ballerina.
And we're signing out. Peace.